Cause I'm trying to figure it. I'm trying to figure out how is it making sense to y'all. And people love to say, "Oh, you're judging." Well, baby, call it what you want to call it. Call it what you want to call it. Only God can judge me, but God didn't say let unrighteousness prevail. Somebody got to speak up. Somebody got to speak up for these kids. Cause why you think all these kids running around here acting like they ain't got no sense? Because they mamas and their daddies running around like they don't got no sense. If nobody's saying nothing to nobody, how we gonna fix the problem? Cause some of this at this point, like it's getting to a point. My daughter be saying this, it's getting to a point. Like we're getting out of control here. Sex is not that fire. I'm telling you, it's not that. And I've had good sex. It's not that fire for me to say, you know what? I'm going to have 15 kids. I'm going to have 8 kids. It ain't that fire. It's no dick on God Green's earth that could make me say, I'm about to give this man 20 children. I'm about to give these men 10 kids. If it is, keep it away. I don't want it. I don't want nothing to do with it. What the hell am I supposed to do with 10 kids? What am I supposed to do with 7 kids? I could barely sustain the 3 that I got. What am I supposed to do with 7, 8, 9, 10 kids? And I just learned somebody else I know is about to have their 10th, 11th? 10 or 11. Why do you have so many kids? And I know for a fact, I know your situation. I know you cannot sustain these kids. Mentally, financially, spiritually, emotionally. You can't pour into these kids and yet you keep pouring them out like it's water. Like these children don't have feelings and emotions and you need to be catered to and need to be loved. And then when you sit and you ask this person, why are you having another baby? Man, you know how shit is, man. You know how. No, I don't. I don't know. Because at number 3, I said, hold up, swole up. You a little fertile fairy down there, baby girl. You need to relax. Nigga, blow on you. You pregnant. Oh, hell no. Let me go get on some birth control right now. Depo f***ed me up. Blew me up. Had me big as a fucking pumpkin. Face. Broke all out. I don't give a damn. I'm not popping another baby out. Because what I'm supposed to do with that? Not that like that, but y'all get what I'm saying. What I'm supposed to do? I am stressed enough. Having to cater to all these individual people and get to know all these individual people. And you mean to tell me you about to bring in baby number 10, baby number 11? I feel for those kids. Because it ain't nothing I can do. I can't do. All I can do is talk to you. I can't help you. I can't help you. Not right now. All I can do is talk. But it's like, why do we keep subjecting ourselves to this? Why are we subjecting these kids to this? At some point, we have to start thinking about them and their future. Because they need extracurricular activities. They need you to be able to pour more into them than just Jordans and Nikes and nice clothes and a haircut or a hairdo. That's not raising a kid. That's just keeping them up. What about the other stuff that goes into raising a kid? The hard part. The part where you got to sit and listen to them even though you don't want to fucking listen to them. But you got to sit there and listen to them because they want to talk about their day or they want to talk about some drama or they want to talk about something with you that, you know what, just come on, let's just get it over with. Let's just talk. And you have to really actually be super interested in it. And you really don't give a fuck because I really want to go lay down right about now. Do you know what I've been doing all day? You know how hard I've been working all day? No, they don't, because they don't give a fuck. All I care about is what I'm talking about right now, and you is my mama, or you my daddy, and you need to listen to what I'm talking about. When you tired, you got to go to them football games, you got to go to basketball games, volleyball games, you got to go do extracurricular activities with these kids. But y'all kids not doing that because you can't afford it, because you got to pay rent, you got to pay light bill, you got to keep the water on, you got to pay your car note, you got to pay your insurance. Speaking from experience. So if I could do it all back over again, I would not have kids as young as I did. I would have stayed my little childish ass in my little childish place. And I would have waited until I was more financially situated and mentally ready to deal with another human being for the rest of my life. But everybody want to feel judged. You should feel judged. You should. Because you fucking up the next generation. Y'all messing up the next generation of people. Do y'all not know that these kids are going to be, these are people who about to be help making laws for us. They're going to be taking care of us. Nobody ain't thinking about that. All I'm saying is kids are not that fire for you to keep having them, especially when you can't pour into them the way that they need you to pour into them. They just really not. And they're expensive. And they talk too much. And they always begging for something. If I could do it again, I would not do that shit again. I would have kids, just not as young as I did. And people let us say, well, at least you got it out the way. What the fuck you mean, at least I got it out? Do you not know? Did you not hear what didn't I just tell you I was 14, 16, and 18 having kids? You ain't hear that part, did you? They'll bust out and say, well, at least you got it out the way. Why are we not talking about teen pregnancy and bringing awareness to it and trying to prevent it? Why are we saying, well, at least you got it out the way? So at least I brought a child into the world and they struggled with me. At least I brought a child into this world and I couldn't afford to take care of them nor myself, so then I had to figure it out. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard. And you know who always say that? Black people. At least you got it out the way. Got the fuck what out of the way? The struggle? Nigga, like what are we talking about here? That's the type of stuff that we need to be bringing awareness to. Not bring awareness to what you want to bring awareness to. All I'm saying is teen pregnancy, having multiple kids, having multiple baby daddies, lacking accountability for your actions and the things that you put onto these kids, somebody gonna be traumatized. I had to deal with a lot of trauma. My kids, I'm pretty sure, gonna deal with their own traumas. But at least I acknowledge the fact that, hey, I did this. Because I did this, this happened, you got here, and how can we fix it? What can I do to help you? Because at this point, I can't change by the hands of times, because if I could, baby, you wouldn't be here. But since I can't, I guess I'll try to figure out a different way to, help solve the problems that I created. But needless to say, women lack accountability for their actions, especially when it comes down to traumatizing their children. We can argue about it in the comments because I said what I said. Y'all know what y'all be doing. Y'all be having these kids by these men who don't be wanting them. Y'all be having these kids out of spite. Y'all have kids. Y'all be knowing that ain't your baby daddy. You know that ain't your baby daddy. Then you going to still name that baby after that man. And you going to go put him on child support. And you going to enforce the child support knowing that ain't your baby daddy. I can't stand no mess. Y'all some different kind of females. And I got a story for y'all, but I'm going to tell it. No, matter of fact, my grandma, she did that. And I don't know who my granddaddy is. Nope. I don't know who my granddaddy is because she done told that man that was his baby. That ain't even his baby. Kind of find out that it's this other man, but now he gone. So we can't even figure out if that's the granddaddy or not. And it's like, dang, you don't know who your granddaddy is on your daddy's side. Flip the coin. I don't even know who my granddaddy is on my mama's side. This is what I be talking about. Y'all are fucking up generations of kids because why I don't know who my granddaddy is on my mama or my daddy's side. And I ain't even trying to be funny. I'm so serious. Why? I can't even do the family tree in school, embarrassing as hell. Can't even do the family tree in school when you trying to do the family tree. You put your mama, you put your daddy, and then they like grandparents, and all you can put is your grandma and your grandma, and all you could put for her is the grandma and the grandma because they didn't know who their daddy was. Why y'all don't know who y'all baby daddies is? That's another thing that y'all being selfish about. Because if you don't know who your baby daddy is, you need to think of other alternatives. You do. Because God is not down here taking care of these kids. He's not. And sometimes Satan be sending kids up here too. He do. Because there's some real evil kids in the world. Anyway, that's a different conversation for another day. I'm gonna have to wrap this up because y'all is, you know how I be getting. I be getting hyped up when it comes down to this baby mama, baby daddy stuff because y'all already know how I feel about that because they be tripping. Anyway, until next time, I'm Hunnii, seriously misguided. I'm out.